These files are from the Photoshop Elements 9 book for digital photographers by Scott Kelby. It's on page 250, The Power of Layer Mask. I'm going to go ahead and take the two boys that are in my project bin, and I'm just going to drag them up into my workspace area. And then I'm going to go ahead and collapse the project bin by just double-clicking on this black bar right here. I'm going to grab my Move tool, and I'm just going to position these boys into place. So I want the edge of them to be at the edge of this black bar right here. And I'm going to go ahead and hide that layer. I'm going to go to my background layer. I'm going to go ahead and grab my magic wand. I'm going to set the tolerance to the default, which is, I'm going to reset the tool on that, 32. I'm going to click into the white rectangle. Now that I have that selected, I'm going to go back up to my layer mask, click on the eyeball. I'm going to get the quick selection tool. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to take with my bracket keys, I'm going to bring up my brush size. So I'm using my right bracket key. And I'm just going to drag this up a little bit here. And that's going to add to my selection. And then I'm going to pan over using the space bar and grab his hand. And then I'm going to double click on the hand tool. And now I have my selection. Now that I have my selection, I'm going to come down here into the bottom of my layers panel, and I'm going to click on the layer mask. The layer mask is the square with the circle inside of it. Click once, and there my boys are inside of the frame that I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and take my magnifying glass, zoom in up here. I have a little bit of what's called fringing up here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on my mask, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush tool, and I'm going to, remember, black hides and white reveals. I'm going to paint black. A little bit too much. I was clicking once and holding down the shift key. That's better. Go around his hand a little bit here. Oops, made a mistake. I'm going to take my hand off of it so I'm not, just do a little bit at a time. Undo if I go too far. Come over to here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and see if I need to bring any of his hand in right here. There's his thumb coming back into the photograph. But I went too far, so I'm going to use the X key to toggle between black and white here. And now I can go ahead. I think that's about the best I can do on that. I'm going to double click on the hand in my tools panel, and there you go. That's putting the boys inside of the screen.